Let me ask you a question. Am I wrong about Elon Musk being a son of a millionaire? Am I wrong about Donald Trump being son of a millionaire? Am I wrong about George W. Bush being son of a millionaire and a president? Do you think it's coincidence that all these people get to these points and actually get all this power? You think there's not a starving Indian, Chinese, somebody from Taiwan that he looks at school as a sport and goes to Harvard, is the best qualified person? You are telling me that these people are more hardworking than all these people that are poor and I have a dog in them?
Hardworking. If you look at some of
these,
that's
meritocracy.
It's not. If you look at some of these people that wind up being successful, right?
That's crazy.
So, for example, okay, how did Elon Musk make his first big bag on his own?
PayPal, but his dad has mines in South Africa. He was a billionaire before, so he probably needs funding.
Stop. PayPal, and then what happened? What did he take the money from PayPal and he did?
I don't know, Anton. I just know his father is a millionaire.
So he took the money from PayPal and he invested it in Tesla, right? Which Tesla was literally 6 days away from bankruptcy.
Who saved them?
What do you mean? They wound up becoming successful.
Who saved them? You said
they launched it. Nobody saved them. It was a publicly traded company, which is one of the reasons why he risked everything and why he has everything is because he invested everything he had into the company. Now, it's people every single day that are sons and daughters of millionaires and billionaires that go broke every single day. You don't hear about them because it's not a story to be written. We only write about the winners. So when he was 6 days away and he was sleeping on the factory floor of the Tesla factory floor because he was trying to get the Model 3 and the Model Y launched, everybody thought that he was going to fail and everybody shorted the stock. Tesla was the biggest shorted stock in history at one point because everybody thought that he was going to fail. So he risked it all and he wound up getting rich as a result of it. And now you want to reduce it down to the fact that, oh, he was just a white man. When Jeff Bezos started Amazon and everybody said that he was stupid for doing an online bookstore, everybody said that he was dumb. So it wasn't based off of him investing everything he had into it. It wasn't based off of his wife being an accountant at the time. It was the fact that he was white. Now, when you go over.
Now, Anton is cooking, but I just want to stop and say that the reason why I'm highlighting this video is because this shows a problem with the mentality that a lot of people have. This shows the problem, and this is why Anton is gonna cook these people. And I'm telling you,
over and you start to have conversations about the Byron Allens, right? You start to have conversations about the black millionaires and billionaires. Why don't we hold them to that same standard and say, well, you only got rich because you're black? Because most millionaires and billionaires, they outwork everybody else. And just because you have great work ethic, that alone does not necessarily guarantee you to be successful at all.
Anton, so this is why you're wrong.
And you're not going to criticize.
There's some hard working broke people out here. Let's just be honest. There's some hard working, struggling people out here. He's right. He's right. It's something different about, you know what I mean? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's a mentality thing. It's a mentality thing, 100%.
Criticize somebody from having parents that actually care about them, because if it's up to me, my daughter is going to be 200 times more successful.
So she's not the
grooming her for.
So she's not the best. She's not better equipped than Q. She just has a rich father. No. Listen.
She's literally going through it. She's literally going through the paces every single day. You know, Daddy, that my daughter is one of the most decorated young people, and not even just black women, but one of the most decorated, meddling people that I've ever seen in my entire life. One of the most decorated, and she's a 3-time black belt. She travels the country. We invest every single dollar that we can inside of her. And so that's why she'll be successful, is because she's disciplined and we put her through the paces. But if she was a piece of shit, just like Hunter Biden is going to be a piece of shit, and that's why he had to get pardoned by his father. But he's not successful because he's great.
So shout out to your daughter first, okay? And she actually earned it because he meritocracy. But let's talk about the 3 men that you actually talk about. Jeff Bezos, when his company fell first, Amazon, he had to ask a loan to his rich father-in-law. Elon Musk, when they were about to go bankrupt, they were literally saved by the United States Energy Department. It wasn't a meritocracy
No, it
thing.
was
No,
not.
it
That
was
was
Anton.
not.
So
That
no,
was
Anton,
not
you
why
can
they were
correct me this.
saved.
You can,
That is
Anton.
not
You can
true.
Google it.
That is
Anton, you
not
can.
true.
Okay, Anton.
That is not true.
Okay, Anton. So let me read this. Elon Musk Tesla got a crucial loan from this federal clean energy finance program. Now he may dodge it. The U.S. Department of Energy.
That's not why they was. Oh my God.
They gave up. Like,
You're
let me
wrong.
read it.
You're
No,
wrong.
I got you.
That's not why they. That's not why they survived.
Let me
That is
read
not
it.
because of a loan.
Oh, so you know, so okay,
As
so
a matter of fact, every single company that has become great, all of them has angel investors. Apple itself was invested in by Microsoft. That does not substantiate whether or not the person was going to be successful. If you risk everything in order to become successful, we always like to reduce it back down to race. That has nothing to do with it. You keep moving the goalposts in order to try to justify. No. Because the first thing that we was talking about was diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Oh, it's about he's rich. Oh, it's about, oh, he had his dad. Oh, he had his dad run the company or give him money for this. Oh, he had this opportunity. Oh, he had this. People don't understand that it takes more than just opportunity in order to become successful. That's the truth. That's the truth. It takes more than opportunity in order to become successful. And you have to have the mindset for success and the mindset to be willing to do what it takes to be successful. And that's the difference. It's a lot of people that get opportunities every day and they crash they parents, companies, generations, legacies down the drain because the people that inherit the company don't know how to manage it well. And it's a sad reality, but it's the truth of the matter. Just because you have an opportunity, that's all it is an opportunity. You have to have the mind and the vision and the dream and the dedication and conviction to follow through with that vision in order to become successful. It's a lot more complicated than just he had his rich daddy to give him some money. Oh, he was white man, so you know they have a better opportunity. No, it's a lot more complicated than that. And the black people that realize that are the ones that are getting paid and the ones that are reaping the benefits, unlike the broke crabs in the barrel people that we always talk about with that Pookie mentality.
Back and forth.
The first thing
no, you need to be quiet.
Was diversity,
No, I don't need
equity,
to
and
be quiet.
inclusion.
You taking
We moving away from diversity,
hey.
equity, and inclusion to try to justify why people are successful.
Let him finish.
It has nothing to do with race.
Anton, Donald Trump literally got bailed out for his father several times. There was a point that his casino was so bad that his father went on his casino, bought $1 million of sheep, and then disappeared. He is
have to do with race?
Because he is a son. He's a product of nepotism. Let me finish.
I'm gonna invest in all 7 of them.
No, he's a problem. Is a result of nepotism. He's not a result of hard work. He's a result of nepotism.
Listen, nepotism is the reason why Bronny James is inside of the NBA.
I was just thinking
nepotism is the reason why Bronny James is inside of the NBA. That shit don't have nothing to do with race, bro.
That's because if most white people are the one in position of power, most white people were the bankers, most white people are the people that had capability. Please let me finish. This point is just cutting me off for cutting me off.
You know what the respect part about that is, though, Fatty?
Huh?
If you look at the average household income amongst white people, they are slightly above black people.
That's not the point.
It is the point.
No, the point is that
the people with the highest household income inside of the United States of America ain't even close to being white.
There's not the point. The people that are no, the point is not the median income or the average. The point is the people that are in positions of power are a very small group and you are not in it. That's the point. The people that are the gatekeepers that are going to open the doors or close the doors are going to say, your name is Bonquisha, you are from this area, you don't represent because I need the person that talks white, moves white, dress white, cut your dreadlocks, beats on my
talks white. Oh, the person that talks white. Oh,
because I need the person that talks white, moves white, dress white, cut your dreadlocks, beats on my side, so you can actually work for me.
You hear what this man just said, and this is the problem. This is the problem when I talk about the Pookie mentality, because guys, let's just hold on, because I need y'all to hear me. I need y'all to hear me. This is 100% the problem when you talk about these pookies, right? And you know what I'm saying, I know Fatty not a typical pookie or whatever like that, but this is a pookie mentality statement. So the very idea that you dressing up, and I mentioned this on that video I made where people were talking about, oh, you need to take off the suit. Oh, you think you Kevin Samuels. That's how stupid some black people are. They really attribute dressing well to being a costume or something like that. Oh, you're dressing white. Oh, you're trying to be European. Oh, you're trying to be like Kevin Samuels. Oh, you're trying to be like this. Oh, what do they say about Kevin Samuels? When they say you're trying to be like Kevin Samuels, what are they trying to say? Oh, well, Kevin Samuels was trying to be white. Kevin Samuels was trying to be European. It's the most ignorant, asinine thing I've ever heard. And this is why a lot of you will never be able to rise up and cross over into that next level because you're childish in the mind. You're childish in the mind. What do you mean dressing white? Malcolm X had a clean face. What do you mean? Martin Luther King had clean face. They had the thin little thing going on, but men historically, some black men specifically, have historically been clean cut. Men have carried themselves well. Just because in the last 40, 50, 60 years, a lot of men have embraced this pookie mentality thing. You can go to the 1920s, the 1930s, 1940s, 1950s, you know what I mean, 1960s, and you see men in suits, dressed well, looking presentable. It's not talking white. What is talking white? Using proper English? It's the problem with people, man. Y'all call it code switching. Other people call it just being smart. It's a time and a place for everything.
No, respectfully, nepotism is the way is the American way, and just because I'm explaining something doesn't mean that I agree with it. I'm just explaining how it happens.
The richest
Issues and the other issues.
Your mic is wrong. Your mic is off.
Empress, your audio is messing up completely.
The richest people in the world are not even white. That's number one.
It's static.
Your mic is off. Your mic is wrong.
Leave and come back.
The richest people in the world is not even white. And that is a fact. Number one. The second thing is the majority of the people that's on Section 8, the majority of the people that's on food stamps are white. The majority, if you look at the average house, the median and the average household income inside of the United States of America.
There's not more white people in the world.
There's not more white people in the United States?
Not in the world. White people are actually a minority in the world.
What I mean, United States, there's definitely way more white people than people of color or black people.
And these people keep talking about.
You know what? I think that the problem with black people,
because that was a cooking point right there.
The problem with black people and our culture, honestly, in my opinion, is that we keep pedestalizing white people when that is not even the culture that we should be studying. We should not idolize and pedestalize white people. They are not even the ones that are creating the majority of the wealth inside of the United States of America. It is so false. It is so dumb. And I believe that the reason why that myth continues to exist and why people let it continue to, why that permeates in our culture is because it's the very thing that keeps us running in the Victim Olympics, to blame other people while at the same time pedestalizing certain groups of people that's not even winning. You'll have one guy over here, two guys over here, and then three guys over here, but their entire culture is a piece of shit, which is one of the reasons why they hijacked the feminist movement and they hijacked diversity, equity, and inclusion, because white women are the ones that benefited from it the most. And their whole culture is absolute trash, but we keep following behind them and getting exponentially worse results instead of studying the people that are generating the most wealth and the ones that's creating the most wealth inside of the United States of America. It does not come from white people. As a matter of fact, the ones that actually generate the most wealth are migrants that migrate over to the United States of America legally. Those are the ones that create the majority of the companies. Those are the ones that create the most wealth inside of the country. And those are the ones that's becoming the majority of the millionaires. All of this shit that y'all spewing is fake. And that's why y'all need these diversity, equity, and inclusion programs to keep y'all subsidized, because y'all not meeting the expectations and the standards. Y'all kids got ADHD. Y'all fucking making excuses for why y'all not successful. And people come over in this country every single day and make the most out of this shit while we keep blaming white people for being successful. That shit is so dumb.
It's still trash.
Jesus Christ. And he's right, but he's absolutely right. He's absolutely right. Some of the most wealthiest people in this country right now are actually migrants that are coming over here. They're getting doctorate degrees. They're getting degrees in tech, STEM, and they're coming over here and they're getting to the bag. These migrants that these Arabs and people like that are basically, buying up all these liquor stores, all these gas stations. They are getting the bag. They are getting the bag, and it's the truth. So, I mean, Anton is right. He's right. He's 100% right. And that what people just, I think that black people, and for some reason, I don't know what it is about black culture, but you guys have like this internalized, as much as you don't want to admit it, you have this internalized hatred towards yourselves, while at the same time having this supreme admiration for white people for some reason. You give them way more credit than they deserve. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. White people built this country. It was Europeans that built this country. They founded this country. Yeah, but at the end of the day, they are just one group. Just one group. It's a melding pot. The country is a melding pot. And what you think, see, a lot of you woke leftists, you get it messed up because you think that, they just want to, when they say America first, they mean white first. No, they mean America first. You guys just don't see it because you're too caught up in your emotions. You're not listening to what these people are actually saying. It don't got nothing to do with white first. I mean, maybe for some people it do, but I mean, why is it, if Pookie shouldn't be able to speak for you, then why does the trash have to speak for them? I'm just saying, like, y'all give white people way too much credit. Way too much credit. Way too much. Y'all let them run y'all lives, and it's sad.
Anton, you literally said 20 minutes ago that you will discriminate a person for not being white enough. And now you are telling that we are victims. That's literally
no.
You see, that's what you said.
And this, that's not what I said.
If you don't dress like a local and you don't walk like a local and you don't have a local name, what is that?
I never said that.
What is the dominant race?
And you want to put words inside of my mouth?
No,
order to
pause.
try to justify.
What is the dominant race, Anton?
I never said that.
So, Anton, if you don't want me to call Lakeisha, you want my daughter to be called Lena. If you don't want me to,
mic is messing up. Hold on.
It's Empress.
Empress, your mic's still messing up.
It's Empress. Yeah, it's Empress. And that's the thing, Anton. You literally said once again, hey, if you walk black, dress black, that's what you implied, sir. If you have a black name, if you are going to behave like,
say what I said, don't go what you think I implied.
So let me ask. Okay, so that's fair. I'm going to ask you a question instead of making a statement. If my name is Laquicious and I have dreadlocks just like the woman next to me, right? And I have on my IG something that is going to be more on the black side of the culture instead of the white, clean cut, all that. Are you going to discriminate against me, Anton?
Look, there it goes again. White, clean cut. The white, clean cut. This is internalized racism. This is what I'm talking about. You guys love to say that white people are racist, but in reality, black people could be some of the most racist people you'll ever see, because look at it. Think about it. What is he saying? That means you're saying that black people are dirty. You're saying that black people are rowdy looking. You're saying that black people can't be clean cut. You are basically downing black people. But then y'all get up and mad at me because I say the culture is trash.
If you are hiring me.
But see, the problem with your question, you asked a loaded question, because instead of you just saying clean cut, which implies that it's a lot of black people that's not clean cut, you then say the white clean cut side of it and then the black ghetto side of it, which is not true.
I was talking about the hairstyle.
And this is the problem.
I was talking about the hairstyle.
The problem is in your question.
Again, so black people only have dreadlocks. Black people only have nappy hair. Black people only have those little the little thing where you get the sponge and then you get it to emulate twisties, but it's really like locks. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, black people the only people that so black people don't have low cuts. Black people don't have waves. Black people aren't bald head. You know what I mean? Like, think about the stupidity that is actually coming out of this man's mouth.
Question and how you frame it.
I was talking about the hairstyle.
It's making the assumption that we have to be a certain way in order for us to exist in this culture, in this society. There are plenty of black people that are clean cut. There's plenty of black people that know how to speak proper English. There's plenty of black people that don't necessarily smell like weed. But you try to frame it in a way to where it's only clean cut, or it's only a certain way, or it's only culturally appropriate if it's defined as white. That is not true. And I hate people because you try to put me in a hole, and you try to back me into a corner to answer the question the way that you want me to answer it, and it's not true. There's plenty of companies and plenty of people that operate within our culture and within corporate America that is clean cut, and that is an American value. That is not a white value, because there's plenty of pieces of shit white people that look like pieces of shit, and then they wear pink hair and they look dumb as fuck, and they don't know how to talk properly, and they got ghetto names just like everybody else, and they not culturally appropriate either. They should not be in that environment.
And this is why oh my god, it's still bad. It's still terrible. And this is why black women on corporate America, for the most part, use wigs. There's a reason for it.
What?
My question to you is this: you had Jess come into your company, and you have classic looks like a dope dude, Empress look like a dope woman. Would you recommend Empress and classic because he's smiling and giggling? Do you think?
I will hire.
No. You have to let me finish.
No.
Can I finish the question?
Every last woman that's here right now, all of them look appropriate for me to be able to hire in corporate America. I don't see anybody here that look like trash.
No, Anton, that's the point. You are not. You might be a part of the conglomerate, but the conglomerate is dominated by white employers. Do you think that classic codes? One second, please. You can correct me after I finish. Do you think if classic codes?
I'm good now.
With his hairstyle, yeah, you're good now. Do you think classic codes with his hairstyle right now? It sounds like a very based individual. It sounds competent and all that. Do you think if you went to corporate America that the people that are hiring is not going to discriminate him because of his hairstyle?
He just said that he was in corporate America.
No. Oh my God, Anton, come on, man.
That's what he just said.
He would get discriminated. Before my mic goes out, I would like to ask a question.
This is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
What the fuck is going on here?
Hello? Before my mic goes out, I'd like to ask a question. I think it's out. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank God. So what I wanted to ask was one second, please. Don't divert the conversation.
Classical. Please. Classical. You really think that if you apply to 100 companies and that was the same new counterpart that looks white with a regular hair and all that, you really think they're not going to look at you and say, brother, go to the back of the line?
Okay. So I don't. Let me respond.
I'm going to ask a question because it literally goes with what you were saying.
Wait, Empress, let Classic answer the question.
Go ahead, Classical, lie to us.
So this is the issue with what I have with your rhetoric, Fatty.
Hold on, Classic. Hold on. I want you to answer the question, but I want you to also realize how he's trying to flame it. He asked you the question. He asked you the question, and then he said, "Go ahead and lie to us."
Because he's going to lie to us.
He doesn't listen. Fatty is not trying to have a conversation. He's trying to prove his point. You can't ask him a loaded question.
A lot of people do that.
And then say, go ahead and lie to us.
And Anthony's trying to poison the well and make sure that he's isolated. So my question looks not right, but he's right.
To poison the well. You have to let him answer the question. Just let him answer it.
And I said, just like it was classical. By the way, classical. If rich people agree with you, you are lying. The same way Anton says, if women agree to you, you are wrong. If rich people agree to you, you are wrong.
You gonna let him answer the question or no?
Absolutely. Remember with myself.
Both y'all trying to punch his ass. That's what both y'all was trying to do.
Here's the issue, Patty. I'm going to answer your question. Yes, I wouldn't get discriminated against. The reason why I wouldn't get discriminated against, like you said, you asked me if I applied to 100 companies. Well, when I graduated from college, I applied to one and I got the job. So I didn't apply to 100. The reason why I applied to one is because I deal in what it is and not what it should be. People who believe in DEI, they're operating in what it ought to be. Everybody in life doesn't get the same starting line. So if you accept that and embrace the reality of it, then you operate with inside of what your deck of cards, right? So because I look how I look, because when I graduated college, I had long hair and I actually went to my interview with an afro because I had a referral from a competent member in the company because I know how to network. So my character spoke for me prior to me pulling up. All I had to do was go in there and not screw it up because I speak well, because I had on a suit, because I smell good. I got the job. Not only did I get the job, I got 5 promotions in 4 years. You see what I'm saying? So you can climb the ladder very easily if you make a reputation for yourself. Network.
Ooh. And this is game right here, guys. I'm telling you. A lot of people are in positions not because of what they can do. It's because of who they know. Who they know. It's I'm gonna tell you the truth. A lot of people are in the positions they are because of who they know. Networking is important. If you know how the game is and you know how to play the game, that's the key of what he just said. Knowing how to play the game.
Networking is a big deal. So like how you speak about nepotism, networking can be just as powerful. I don't need my cousin to own the company. I can meet somebody while I'm in college whose dad owns the company. And now I've met his parents because we've gone to school together.
Sir. You cook yourself.
Listen, it's networking. I'm not cooking anything. It's networking, sir. Nepotism. Listen, okay, again. So are you saying that networking shouldn't be factored in? That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, no, sir.
When you use the word should, you're no longer discussing reality.
No,
should is how it ought to be. Yeah.
Let me say something. I'm gonna be honest. People do get discriminated based how they look, based on the dreads. You just specifically said you knew somebody in the company.
Thank you.
So that is a great way to get into a company is because you have a referral from a person. Now, would you got that job if you didn't have that?
You missed what he said prior to him.
No, I heard what he said, but that doesn't negate that men don't get discriminated. What did he say prior to him even getting into that?
No, he didn't. He said,
and I'm gonna tell you what he said. He literally said that he already knew how it went. He knew how the game went. So because he knew how the game went, he networked with somebody that was in their company, got a good referral, and when he got a good referral, basically
he doesn't operate based off of what he thinks that things should be.
But that wasn't his question.
That's irrelevant.
It is relevant.
It's very relevant.
It means that he was situationally aware and he made the adjustment based off of what was best for him and how he could put himself in a position to get the job. He just didn't go in there with an expectation and say, I should get it. He made the adjustment according to what made the most sense, which aligned with whatever the company culture is, and which allowed for him to be able to get 6 promotions after he got it. But he looked at the situation, he assessed it, and he moved accordingly. He didn't go based off of what he thought he deserved. He made adjustments based off of what was going to be best for him, and he leveraged it. He didn't make no excuses.
That's irrelevant.
You have to compete.
That's not his point. Good job that he got 5 promotions. That's not the point.
You can't tell me what he would be if he wasn't.
Okay. Let's take it.
We're not going based off of what y'all think. We going based off of what his reality is.
Explain how he got this job.
No, but Anton, you just said you discriminate. So
I discriminate. We all discriminate based off of things that we see from people.
But okay.
No. Vetting. Listen. Y'all got to start being real. Vetting is discriminating.
Okay, no, Anton, I agree. We all discriminate.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm just gonna be honest. I think even when you look at what this guy said, you look at the situation. He said that even though he knew that he would probably get discriminated because he had a big fro and all that stuff, he dotted his T's or he dotted his I's and crossed his T's. You know, and that's just the truth of the matter. He did what he had to do. He networked, got himself a good referral. So his character was spoken for already. So now they're not just saying, oh yeah, who is this dude? Now if he had just went in there like just a rando, maybe the outcome would have been different. But because he was smart enough to navigate, that is what you're supposed to do. This man is an example of what you're supposed to do because you have to leverage your strengths. If you're not going to be a conformist, then at least play the game and at least play it and manipulate it to your advantage. You know what I mean? And then plus, it's probably a plus that he did go in with a suit, that he did go in taking care of himself besides his hair, that he could speak well. You know what I mean? That he is an intelligent brother. But I mean, let's just be real. Let's just be real. Networking is important. So I think that you guys need to, boy, yeah, this was some gems in this in this interaction. But I just think that be wary of the Pookies, man, because honestly, they are just this mentality of dressing white, dressing on. No, if you want to dress how you do it, but don't you're actually degrading black people when you do that, and that's what I'm saying. Like, sheesh.